Following the misunderstanding over the granting of full points at Suzuka, the FIA has declared that they will review the regulations governing shorter races and point distribution. At the Japanese Grand Prix 2 weeks ago, heavy rain caused a protracted red flag delay, which meant the race could only finish 28 of its intended 53 laps before the 3-hour time limit ran out. Due to the regulations phrasing, which stated that lower points only applied to races that could not be restarted, full points were still given even though the racers barely crossed the halfway point. Max Verstappen won his second F1 World Championship as a result of Charles Leclerc receiving a post-race penalty, despite the Red Bull driver's obvious uncertainty throughout the Parc Fermé proceedings. The FIA announced that they will be reviewing the regulations governing reduced points as part of its investigation into what happened at Suzuka, including the incident in which drivers passed a crane on the circuit in response to their worries for their safety. Article 6.5 of the F1 sporting regulations, which deals with race time limits and points distribution, was correctly enforced at Japanese Grand Prix, according to a statement from the FIA. However, during the subsequent revision of the sporting regulations, the wording of the regulations will be reviewed in order to add further clarification. In response to last year's Belgian Grand Prix, where halfway points were still given out despite the cars only completing 2 circuits behind the safety car, the FIA changed the regulations regarding decreased points. However, because the revised regulations stipulated that these only applied to races that couldn't be restarted, Suzuka was still eligible for full points. The FIA's sports regulations state in Article 6.5 that if a race is suspended in line with Article 57 and cannot be restarted, points for each title shall be given in accordance with the following criteria before going on to explain the format for diminished points. The winner of the race will receive 6 points if less than 25% of the race is finished, 13 points for 25% to 50% completion, and 19 points for 50 to 75%. Full points will be awarded for any distance over 75% as well. It's possible that the language that states it applies if races cannot be resumed will be changed. The granting of full points for such a little race was acknowledged by the entire paddock as an unforeseen result of the regulations revision from the previous year. Christian Horner, the team principal for Red Bull, labeled it a mistake after learning that full points would still be awarded after the checkered flag, while Andreas Seidel, the team manager for McLaren, stated it wasn't the goal of the rulebook. So friends, what do you think of the latest news? Let us know in the comments down below and take care.